Hey, I'm Cyclone, and today I got to you a tiny and quick update to Tornado Shot of Cloudburst. Now, for those that have not watched the previous video, Tornado Shot of Cloudburst in on itself is not very spectacular. You fire an arrow up, and it shoots out once. Now it has a lot of arrows, but that's about it. Tornado Shot normally has shotgunning, has a lot of overlap, has amazing amount of arrows, that's all great. Tornado Shot Cloudburst in itself isn't. But if you combine it with a Fury Valve, it becomes just a better Tornado Shot. More arrows, more coverage, better feeling. But it does get the single target, because we can't use the classic single targets. Barrage skates with projectiles, um, um, artillery ballista skates with projectiles, normal tornado skates with projectiles, but they're all reduced to a minimum amount of projectiles. Barrage has 3, tornado shot has 1, artillery ballista has 6, and they all don't get more because they are all going towards the splitting. So I have been testing around a lot to figure out the best thing, and the same person that has offered me the initial information, or has given me the initial information, I think that sounds better, of Cloudburst with Fury Valve, has also given me the solution for the single target. I was informed that Shrapnel Ballista with returning projectiles and Arrow Nova deals massive damage. Now the video that showcases is from Jungron, is from the previous league, but I adjusted it a tiny bit and I made it work for us for this build of Tornado Shot of Cloudburst. And it feels very amazing. Now if editing me gets things correct, you should see a highlight of it bursting down the boss, and I will be showcasing a map in a moment. The idea is to utilize with returning projectile and with the Arrow Nova to have one projectile land on the boss, then it shoots out the other projectiles, which now can all shotgun, because that's how Shrapnel Ballista works. They then hit the boss, that causes the splits to happen, the projectiles all go outwards, and if you have enough projectile speed, they all come crashing down again on the boss and just absolutely demolish it. And it is actually insane. Now, to maximize single target damage, I'm not using focused ballista, I'm using crit damage instead, but for map, for clearing in a decent pace, it does feel better with focused ballista, because focused ballista does allow the ballistas to shoot a moment earlier. I will showcase this with the Legion. So I think the build pretty much been figured out, and at this stage it's easier to swap into the Tornado Shot. You don't need plus additional arrows on bow or quiver. It just feels good. It has amazing coverage, and we will see the single target is gonna feel as amazing. So we have a general here, and the general's gone. We have a rare here, rare's gone. I still don't know what this yellow flickery is. Some graphical issue introduced with the latest patch. That should be all. Yeah, we had 9 seconds remaining. So now look at the boss getting absolutely nuked out of the orb. And that's only with 3. If I place actually all 5, they die even quicker. It really feels good. And with Focus Ballista, it also helps with the clear, because you just place a few down and they shoot with you. And everything is actually insane as well, because our Tornado Shot of Cloudburst is basically an Arrow Nova, and our single target is also using an Arrow Nova. And it demolishes everything. It's so ridiculous. For a mapper, it's actually insane. And I'm very happy with how it turns out. Now, of course, this leaves the question of how to max this, because we can't go Omni. But I honestly think Omni isn't that needed anymore nowadays. We can do way better with other things. Now, Yoke has been really good. You can go magic finding and just reduce the damage to get more quantity and rarity on the character. All viable options, but I think for this specifically, because our amulet spot is on the locked in a Fury Valve. Where's the other boss? Did I already kill the other boss? What the hell? Oh, here she is. And gone. And with all the hits we are doing, we also are able to stay alive pretty well. So what I think the best way for Fury Wolf to do single target, to scale into the late game, is with deck stacking. Now I hope that next league, we don't know anything about it at the time of the recording and of the uploading likely as well. I think deck stacking might get some shenanigans again. Every few leagues we get something that is just additional damage per stack. So for example, Ritual League we had the boots, Sanctum League we had the relics, Sentinel League we had combining could result in an outcome that gives damage per dexterity, damage per int, damage per strength. And I think maybe next league, if we get something like that again, deck stacking could be a fun way to play the game, and I haven't actually made a deck stacker yet. I made int stackers, I haven't made dex or strength stackers, so I'm gonna be trying with that. So in the description you will be finding a PoB that is still in progress, but for those that want to start practicing, those that want to start looking into this themselves, feel free to test it. But please give me feedback, as it isn't done yet, as it isn't in a finished state yet. I really would appreciate any feedback and anything I can improve on this PoB, so it's gonna be even better for everybody to try out at league start. And by the way, I want to mention 2 minutes 30 seconds to clear 2 legions. That's a pretty good time. But yeah, that's basically what I had. This Shrapnel Ballista is insane single target damage. The build looks really good. My current gear isn't per se a league start gear, but even with the numbers in PoB, with proper league start gear in the early stages, it looks amazingly good. And Fury Wolf isn't the most expensive amulet, and Tornado of Cloudburst wasn't that expensive either. So I think we're gonna be good to go for this to be an amazing league starter, and everybody that's gonna start it will have a lot of fun with it. All that being said, have a wonderful day, and I will be seeing you in my next video or live on Twitch when I'm practicing leveling. Goodbye!